Hello everybody, G-Man here. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Back again with another video, update video. The old Moto4, if anybody's watched the last video, I haven't even checked to see if everybody's watching, to tell you the truth. Not on here for that kind of shit. I like doing it, and I just like to share the progress, and that's about it. But anyway, the last time we spoke about the second Moto4 that I picked up, which was 1987, it turned out to be. Just a speed process up, saved me some money and parts and stuff, which it has so far. But we ran into a problem. Now, on the original one, well, let me just show you, okay? Let's turn you around here and we'll get you over here. I was finally able to get the spark plug off, or not the spark plug, the oil drain plug off, because it was on there. I mean, it was on there. And got that off, drained the oil, and it was full of metal shavings. I mean, full. The drain plug was, which is located underneath. That was just full of metal shavings. It was just loaded. And then I went over here, and if you come down here, you can see this is where the oil filter goes. There's a cover that goes on there. And well, let me show you the oil filter. Let's see if you can see that. It's probably perfect. You get it in the light. Now at first I thought, man, what kind of a filter is that? Well, that filter, can you see it? Just all that silver, it's just caked with metal shavings of some sort. I mean, pulling it out, it was almost like a metal sawdust. It was that bad. And the woman that I got it from, she said that they were driving it around, no issues, when I had spoke to her. So I don't know, I mean, but so I changed the oil in the other one I picked up, and the oil looked fine and everything. So I decided to go ahead and start working on that one. And I'm trying not to show you the front yet, because I've already done some stuff on it. But I stripped it down completely, all except the bottom part of the engine. And just these two cables I left on, because I could move them around if I needed to. And or no, I left the shock on too, but that will be coming off. But as you can see, I painted the frame and everything, and this frame looked, if you remember in the last video, I mean, other than the yellow shocks, it looked just like that. I mean, it looked all like that. I mean, wherever you see like the rust stuff, it looked all like that. But I went through, I painted the frame. I literally swapped out the whole front end. A-arms, shocks, steering stem, tires, everything. The whole front end I swapped over to this one. Because, well, on the 87, the whole front end was just loose. I mean, everything was just all loose. I was like, oh man, that needs just about everything, to where the other one was still nice and tight and everything. So I swapped out everything, but then I realized after I put it together, whoever must have had this must have had it taken apart before, because I put it back together and steering stem's pretty tight now. Not bad. I mean, I don't know if you remember the one video I showed you down here. I mean, it was just all play in there. It was just moving all over the place, but not no more. The A-arms, nice and tight, don't move. Shocks, well, the shocks were tight. But the bearings are bad. I do know that. Feel that. And I think they're just as bad on the other side. But this was the old one that I was going to be working on. But that was why I switched out the whole front end. And I will be switching out the shock to this one, and I'll tell you why in a second. But I did go through, I painted everything, touched everything up, and I do have the front end back together on this one. So let's show you what we got going on. You can see rust gone. Rust is gone. Down here, rust is gone. The axle will be coming out because I got, well, I mean, the neck doesn't necessarily have to come out, but I do have to do the bearings and the seals. But I'm gonna take the steering stem out. That's gonna get painted. I'm gonna switch the shocks to this one because I painted these black. So I figured when they got used and when the black starts to chip off, well, it'll be black underneath. So that will get switched out. And then, but as you can see, all painted, all down. Everything down there, it's all painted. Okay, and then the whole front end, if you remember the theme, black, red, and gray. And this is what our front end looks like. Can you see that? Stem, steering stem all the way up. Painted even the bracket holding it on. Caps to your A-arms, all the way in. Now, come on, if you're into quads, tell me that's not nice. Pretty nice. See the shocks painted in black, touched up the red. Right, guys? That's nice, right? So, but we're gonna continue on with the quad. We're gonna finish up the back end. I gotta get the parts. That'll all be touched up with paint, and then yeah, we'll come back and show you how far we've gotten then. And then there's a few things. Obviously, we got to build the motor, and then there's some things I'm going to switch on the motor, and we'll talk about that in the next video when we get down to that part. Because after I get the back done, well, that's what we'll be down to. So, but yeah, if you're watching, let me know what you think. Tell me if you liked it. So, all right, everyone. I love you for listening to me, and have a great day. See ya.